welcome back to Headbangers Ball. We're coming to you from the Warwick Festival in Belgium, and we have reached the finale of our festivities because it's time to meet up with the headline band, Whitesnake. Yes, they're back in Europe. I've got David and Adrian here. Welcome back to Europe. Welcome back to Headbangers Ball. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Looking forward to eating flies tonight.
Now, you've been doing quite a few shows in Europe, big festivals and
some clubs and theatres. Yeah, it's been in essence a fun tour. You know, that's precisely what it was supposed to be, and thank God it has worked out that way.
And did you start off with like a big show in Russia as well?
Yeah, it's a very interesting experience. It's very inspiring for us, and it makes you realize how lucky we are, you know, than being everywhere else.
Great fans in Russia, really fanatical, aren't they? Really enthusiastic.
They drink vodka like the English drink tea. So I came out of there marinated.
Now, you obviously got the greatest hits out at the moment, and I would imagine you're playing mainly a greatest hits type set.
Actually, no, this isn't a promo tour. It's far from it. That's just coincidence. Bullshit or not, it is coincidence. The disappointment for me is that this is more of a volume 2. In essence, it was a Geffen project. But it sounds pretty happening, you know, and it went straight in the chart in England, so obviously we've been missed as much as we've missed them. But we're doing quite a mishmash tonight. Bit of fun, that's it.
Yeah, well, that's the most important thing, isn't it? Because if you don't have to worry about breaking in new material or anything.
Vodka. He lied.
Now, Whitesnake, 94, you've got Warren D. Martini on guitar. What sort of qualities were you looking for in a guitarist for this lineup?
Strictly a musician who would interpret the songs and respect the songs and not overplay the songs to the fact of, to the point of not knowing what the hell the song was. You know, it's Whitesnake's back into a kind of groove machine, whereas before it seemed to be a foundation for people to be as flash as they could, really. You know?
A bit more back to basics.
Yeah, back to blues rock, yeah.
Now, you've done some shows with Aerosmith as well, who are a fabulous band, one of the kind of few giants of the 80s to kind of survive this whole change in the rock scene that's occurred over the last 2 years, and as I'm sure you're aware of. What is your opinion of the current scene, and where do you feel that Whitesnake fits in? Well,
it's irrelevant whether Whitesnake fits in or not. We're going to do it whether we want, you know. The reception, the responses we've been having are extraordinarily favorable. Warms an old snake's heart. But in terms of being fashionable and all that stuff, I'm really not interested about that stuff anymore. Whitesnake plays songs that have a relevance in terms of emotional themes. The physical themes, I must be a little more careful now. It's a little more, certainly not a little, it's a lot more dangerous to exchange in any kind of casual exchange, whereas before it wasn't. Now it's your private parts turn black apparently and fall off, you know.
Well, I was going to say actually the kind of trend at the moment is very depressive, very down and pessimistic, and I'm sure, well, I feel that the response that Whitesnake's had maybe signals a return to a more optimistic, kind of more party attitude in rock.
Yeah, well, I think in essence, but Adrian and I agree on this, that that images grow old and musicians grow old, but songs have the immortality. It's the songs that live, and as long as we have the legs and the lungs to present them, and people want to enjoy them and sing along with them, why not? You know, leave the relevance. See, the youth should always have bands their age so they can identify and dress with or whatever. You know, that always must be, you know, but in essence it's songs, I think, that breathe. We've been seeing 14, 15, 16-year-olds on this tour singing Here I Go Again, as remembering the words certainly better than I do.
Whitesnake Choir, out in force.
Yes.
No, it's great to have some real stars like Steven Tyler, like yourself.
Oh, that's very kind.
Well, we'll talk to David and Adrian some more, but right now we're going into the video that's really come off the Greatest Hits album. Brilliant track, classic all the way, Whitesnake, Is This Love?